You will feel if she is really interested, because if the person is really interested, she will find time for you.
Are there specific red flags to look out for when dating Ukrainian women?
Interesting question. Red flags to look out for when dating Ukrainian women. I would say it's easy to feel when the woman is interested in you. You can feel it on the very first date. Usually, Ukrainian women are very expressive and very emotional, and they will show if they are interested or not. And I would say Ukrainian women, for most of them, it's hard to fake their feelings and their emotions. So I would say you need to be careful, of course, and see if she's really interested in you. And I'm pretty sure you will feel that. But anything else, red flags, I have no idea, honestly.
See if she has time for you. If she can send you one email once a week. Say, oh no, I'm just too busy. It's common. It's not only for Ukraine, but if your so-called girlfriend never can have time for you. But also, though, please also understand if you're talking about Ukraine, war is a factor, and I had guys who've been frustrated that, oh, she's not calling me back today, but there is a power outage, she cannot talk to you right now. What she's supposed to do, she has to wait.
True. See if she is open to talking to you whenever she has power, because if the person is interested, because in Ukraine the power situation is pretty bad, especially when it comes closer to winter. So
he continues scaring the guys.
No, it's not now. I'm talking about when it's like
November too.
No, November is still autumn technically. so yeah, but anyway, the generators are everywhere, so don't worry about
hotel has a power generator. Yes. We're gonna be okay.
Yes.
We're not gonna freeze.
Yes.
Wi-Fi.
Don't worry about that. But yeah, like I said, it's just what I'm trying to say is that if a person, any person, even if she has problems with service, or she doesn't have power, she will find time. There is like a schedule we usually have for when the power should be shut down. So we approximately have an idea when we're gonna have a power. So you should just be careful and see. You will feel that. You will feel if she is really interested, because if the person is really interested, she will find time for you. Even if it's gonna be like once a week, even if she's like super busy and she's working 2 jobs, because Ukrainians are very hardworking people. Some people I know, they're like working multiple jobs and 6 days a week. But even with all these factors, you can still find time to message, to spend a couple seconds to shoot a message to you, or have a brief call. So you just need to pay attention to these factors.
Sure. I've seen YouTubers say Ukrainian girls who join sites like this never saw meet their husband, with some sites paying ladies to communicate and never meet. What is your experience, Uliana?
Mm-hmm. Well, I can say that my experience, especially when I was working as a translator and I was translating on the real meetings, not just the video calls, I would say we never had any problem with women meeting the clients. They were all happy to meet, especially those who previously had the correspondence with this man. They obviously were showing up on the meeting. So yeah, my experience, but again, I was working for one of the affiliates, so I cannot say about like what other interpreters, what kind of experience they had. But my experience is that I never had any problems with ladies not showing up to the meetings or not willing to meet the man.
And actually, Uliana mentioned correspondence. Side note I want to tell guys. Usually we tell you don't have to write letters, just go and meet people. A lot of ladies, just say we don't want to go out on blind date. I want to get at least 1-2 letters from a guy, just tell him who he is. Because when we call a woman and trying to set up a date, we just go off your profile on the website, which is basically what 3-4 sentences. It's not enough and barely any photos. and some photos are outdated. So it's really hard for a woman to make her decision. So when we sent her like 10-year-old photo, 3 words about you, and she's like, yeah, I don't know this guy, nah, I'll just skip. So in this case, you might wanna, write to her, or if you have some, complicated situation, and just life is different. There's something, people have their preferences. You might want to write to her 2, 3, 4 paragraphs about yourself, about your life, what you're looking for, to figure out if you're compatible or not. So for example, if you're looking for a younger lady who never wants to have any kids, you probably want to cover that in the first message to see if that's, you're not compatible, you don't even go on a date, or just doesn't make sense. Don't waste your time, her time, save yourself a date and go meet someone who's better match.
Right. And if you're far from her, for example, you started the correspondence with her, and yes, you don't want to spend too much time on correspondence. So if you are far and you cannot meet her in the nearest future, we would also suggest to do the video calls. And after a couple of letters, don't focus on correspondence. It's way better to see the person, right? Even if it's on the camera, on the computer, there's still gonna be a translator who is gonna set up the call, who's gonna help her. Even if she speaks English, there is sometimes, I had the experience when she has perfect English, but she still needs some kind of like help. So so definitely focus on Skype calls, because it's way better. You can see the person, you can see the mimics, you can see her eyes, the way she looks at you, what kind of questions she asks. This is way better, and it gives you more perspective and more understanding if she's really interested, and and you can feel also. It gives you way more understanding if you guys match.
Are you ready to get started? Sign up and connect with these real women.
Check out our website at
foreignladies.com.